The Miami Heat are doing exactly what the NBA feared. We all know how good of a coach they have in Erik Spoelstra, but now the player personnel is starting to really line up and fit into a system, and the chemistry between these guys is really building, and I'm not sure if people know how good they really are. And I wanted to kind of break it down. First of all, the addition of Norman Powell has been incredible. And man, did he make this Clipper team pay last night. Now, at this point in time, the game is 46-44. The Clippers are up by 2. Norman Powell and the Miami Heat go on an incredible run. Incredible. I mean, to the point where they're up by like 30 points. And we're going to break that down right now. Take a look at this. In transition, we're going to kick it over to Norman Powell, and he is just going to pull up in the face of Kris Dunn and get it to go. Now, what I love about Norman Powell is he's got a really good ability to manipulate defenders into thinking he is going to drive. And right here, you see him look at the ground, right? He's going to act like he's going to drive. Boom, pull up. You see how Kris Dunn is already leaning back as if he's prepared for the drive? Well, you're going to pay. If you don't commit to that three-point line with Norman Powell, good luck, right? We're going to break down a ton of film from this game. Before we do so, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hype the video if possible, man. You guys are amazing Miami Heat fans. I'm a Celtic fan, but you guys have been killing it. So if you want more Miami Heat videos, hype the video. Let's keep going. Another big-time play. Loose ball. Bam Adebayo gets it. And now they're stuck in what we call a blender, okay? You see how Big Zoo is playing in the paint. Or not in the paint, but right outside the paint. Chris Paul is also playing in the paint. Norman Powell's wide open, right? Simone's got Kawhi Leonard here. Davion Mitchell's coming up this right side. They're stuck in a blender. They're not going to be able to rotate. And if they do, we're going to have a mismatch somewhere. So as we kick this thing out, boom. We see the mismatch, but two, and more importantly, Big Zoo doesn't want to play that three-point line because he knows he's going to get beat, right? If he commits to the three, he's going to drive right by you. So he kind of just says, you know what? I'll give you the three, and we'll see if you can make it. And guess what? He makes it very simply. You got to play that three-point line versus this Heat team. In years prior, maybe not. Maybe not as much. But now, I don't know what happened, but Bam Adebayo, Ware, Davion, Wiggins, Norman, I mean, all of these guys can shoot the three ball at a good clip, and they're a threat on any night to just outscore you from the three-point line alone. They took the transition to heart. Need to be able to shoot threes. Now they can. Okay, once again, Davion Mitchell driving into the lane here is creating a kind of a stagger from the top side with Kawhi Leonard. All we want to do here is swing this back here to the top to the empty space, create them to rotate back to where they were before. And now all we're going to do is, boom, get back out to the three-point line. Look at the sag off by James Harden. He is playing a far distance away from Davion Mitchell. Again, you cannot play this Heat team like you would in previous years. It's just not going to work anymore. It's not going to work anymore. So we kick it back, and right here, again, you're still giving him so much space. It felt like their game plan coming into this game was, hey, can we let them shoot the three ball? Let's give them space. Let's allow them to shoot these threes. And right here, Davion, all he does is jab, boom. Gets James Harden back up a full step, and then we just pull this thing up. Quick trigger, no hesitation. Good three by Davion Mitchell. Once again, he's been a good factor for this offense. Not only as a facilitator, but also a guy that can give you a couple of buckets here and there. At this point, guys, we just said the score was what? 46-44, I believe I said it was. Right now in this game, the Clippers have 48 points. 48, okay? So they went from 46, 48. The Heat went from 44 to 71. It is 71 to 48. Look at this DHO here. Unfair. It is so unfair right here. Davion, we're going to set up this DHO, this dribble handoff. We want to hand the ball off to Norman Powell as we set a screen on his guy. We know Kris Dunn's going to probably step over, and that's what he does, okay? Now, what sucks about this play, if you're the Clippers, is you play this pretty well. Norman Powell comes off, and he just takes the three. Takes the three. Guy in his face. Don't matter one bit. 32-4 run. 32-4 run in 6 minutes. If you have a team that can go on a run like this, good luck. And Norman Powell, I'm telling you, Norman Powell has been huge for the success of this team. There's not much you can do defensively to stop that. There's just not. The dude is different, and that's why you go out and bring in Norman Powell. Wow. Really quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Like I said, hit the like button. But subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Miami Heat throughout the entirety of the year, which means offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. So turn on those post notifications. And let me know what you want to see next. I mean, obviously, we're going to cover pretty much every single win. Expect these videos at noon the next day. Pretty much every game that they win. So, and hopefully, as the NFL season kind of cools down a little bit, I'm hoping to get even more film from the NBA channel. So stay tuned. We're going to keep going. Let's keep diving into some more film. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the Sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. And then the off-ball movement of this play is amazing. You're going to see Simone come up this left side. We're going to act like we're going to reset up this DHO, a dribble handoff with Norman Powell, but instead we're going to confuse Chris Dunn into initially double teaming Simone off the drive, okay? You see how he's acting like he's going to come back to the ball? Boom. Nope. We go right back baseline. We create that stagger over from Chris Dunn. Create that double team, that blender of the defense. Now Big Zoo has to pick up on the backdoor cut of Norman Powell, opening up Jaime for the time being. We also do a good job clearing the floor. Bam's going to reach the top. He already has a mismatch with James Harden. And Simone is going to look at Bam. Bam's going to slot cut to the basket. Take James Harden with him, opening up the top of the key for Jaime to just now be wide open. Because remember, Big Zoo had to rotate on the cutting Norman Powell. So now look at how much space Jaime has to just pull up a quick, little, easy mid-range and get it to go. Again, the floor spacing has been generational compared to where it was last season. And I think that goes a far way in terms of allowing this team to be as dynamic as they are offensively. Talk about the dynamic. It's right here. We sent off-ball screen on Big Zoo, clearing up a little bit of space for Bam Adebayo to set this ghost screen, okay? What we are doing is we want to show our defender, Big Zoo, that we're going to set this screen because if we come downhill, we know he's got to rotate. And because we initially set the screen from Tyler Hero, he's a little bit far back, right? So if we can just attack him personally, we know he's going to be forced to switch onto Andrew Wiggins. From there, because we never set the screen, you're going to see John Collins just kind of get behind Andrew Wiggins. We're going to pop out here to the three-point line. We're going to create that initial double team off the ghost screen, and essentially, boom, now we create a wide open opportunity for Bam Adebayo. Now, going back to last season, he was not able to make these shots at a consistent rate, right? Which would not put any fear into a defense at all. But right here, he pulls up, he shoots it, and he gets it to go. Easy money. Now, as he continues to knock down these threes, you will see an adjustment from the defense. The adjustment will be, quite frankly, let me take this back just a second. The adjustment will be rotation from the weak side or now strong side corner in James Harden. But then you can just swing this over to Davion, and you get another open three here. So that's what the rotation will eventually become. We'll see when teams decide to do that, but obviously at this point in time, they are still daring Bam Adebayo to shoot the ball, which, in my opinion, not smart, not anymore. Now, at this point of the game, it felt like it was over. They did such a good job coming up with fast break situations and then ultimately coming up with mismatches. And right here you see Davion versus Big Zoo once again. And all we do, we're going to plant the foot into the ground, boom, step back, create the separation, quick trigger three. Davion Mitchell had a game to remember. At this point, up 82-56. And I'm going to end the video here because it was over. It was over. Clippers lost another game. They'll probably blow it up here soon. And you know what's crazy is OKC has the Clippers first round pick this year. OKC is in a absolute like dream scenario. I mean, it feels unreal what they're doing right now. But besides the point, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next Heat update, which should be very, very soon. Peace.